Oh,
look at that.
Hi.
Let's do this.
Well, look at that.
Hi. I have less hair.
Jordan got his ears lowered.
I got my ears lowered. The weird thing though is my head is definitely all itchy. I'm not used to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it cold?
It's actually not cold.
Chilly on the back.
Not too bad. Your head kind of gets used to it after about 15 to 20 minutes. Oh. But definitely when you walk out the first time, you're like, whoa, that's different.
Look at these nerds
Baby J's
playing
bald.
with toys.
Nerds.
Bunch
of nerds.
Whoa.
Xenobond,
Paint Liquor.
Paint
Whoa,
Liquor's
welcome back. He's back.
14 days. That is a long time.
Feels just like yesterday that you were just here.
Hoosiers, Law Dog, Ghost Hunter First,
Mo. Rinse and Vomit. Hello. Schmidt. T12.
Bordeaux Bacamaro.
Baby J lost a fight with a weed whacker.
Jordan go to Yuma for a haircut? Why?
I don't get that.
I don't get that either.
Yep. Baby J lost a fight with a weed whacker.
Yes.
Accurate.
Baby J with the slick fade.
Oh. He did a good job. Can't complain.
Go to Jason's fancy spa place?
No. I went to Monument Barbershop.
Oh, that's right.
Look, I'm on the Monument bandwagon the whole way.
Yeah.
That's always funny to me, the way that it's like called Monument Barbers.
I love it.
And
It's
you guys
awesome.
Go there.
I told the guy while I was there, I was like, it's funny that, me and one of my other coworkers come here because we work for a company called Monument Hobbies. And he laughed.
Is that a reference to a famous shootout in Yuma?
Yes.
Is there a famous shootout in Yuma?
No.
I don't think so.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oof. Hoosiers. Ugh.
Stomach bugs are
Stay away.
not good.
Oh, there's a Marine base in Yuma. Jordan looks like he has a fade.
Oh.
Looks a little too much on top, I think.
Yeah. Actually, he cut it a lot shorter than I was looking for.
How did you not get the Monument logo shaved in?
Oh my gosh, I might have to do that one of these
Somebody
days.
needs to do that.
Jason, I'm going to do that next time. I know.
Please don't.
Please don't? Why not? That'd be fun. Jason's like, please.
Do it.
Please don't.
Please don't.
Awkwardish.
Go on, Chuck.
Hello, Chuck.
Pass that.
Oh, Gabe's going to do it for you.
Awkwardish. Hello.
Gabe's going to do it for you.
I will do it for you. I just had a vision of Gabe holding my head down with a shaver, just going at it.
Yeah, it's gonna look like you had a really bad surgery.
Yeah.
I love that now. Put that on the whiteboard is a thing every time we have an idea. Put it on the whiteboard.
Put it on the whiteboard. This is one that Jason does not want to have on the whiteboard.
What's that?
The loser has to get the logo on the back
M
of
on
their
my
head?
on
the
my
loser?
head.
You make it sound like it's punishment. The winner should be able to get the logo on the back of their head. Panic bomb. Hello.
Where's my gray? Gray.
It may not be perfect, but if you squint, it will look like it.
Fun, thanks for that resub.
That's bone, not that color. There we go. Found it. These Gorgers are looking pretty snazzy.
Well, huzzah. I'll just throw back my legs and pollute my britches with delight.
I just don't think I don't feel like Monument is the company where we all show up with M shaved in our head.
Not all, just Jordan.
Just me. We just want Jordan to do it.
He's our mascot.
Jordan has the right hair for it. Because he gets it cut short like that. And yours too, but I know you can do it.
Jordan's our mascot with M shaved. We need to get him branded.
No, thanks. That one I will pass on. Thank you very much.
Got a new hat for AdeptiCon to wear. As I'm
Hey, Jordan, come here. Hold still.
It says, don't be a Richard.
Don't be a what?
Don't be a Richard.
Some may have the M shaved on their back.
Ew, I don't want to see that.
I'm not a back hair guy.
Who's the
M
first?
tattoos for everyone. I'm down on that one.
Yeah, I was about to say who's going to be the first person to get an M tattoo?
It better be me.
I'm being honest. I'd get an M tattoo.
Do you
I'd
have
probably do
any
that.
Tattoos?
No,
That would be you'd go in first with an M.
I mean I want tattoos anyways, but I don't mind getting an M tattoo.
Yeah.
Make it so.
The tattooing around here is sensitive.
It's only sensitive while he has outstanding tattoo
Tattoo debt.
debt.
I
Yeah.
owe nobody nothing.
Oh, those are fun.
Bring that up with her.
40
I know nobody
tattoos.
nothing.
No. An M on both butt cheeks. I call my sweet cheeks M&Ms. That's funny. Are shirts required at Adepticon? Probably.
I mean, yeah.
I feel like that's a
I would
yes.
assume
Yeah, I feel like
it
that's
is
a
part of
yes.
society.
Please do not show up to our booth sans a shirt on, please.
Wolfgrave said, "How are you, gentlemen? All your base are belong to us."
Hey,
Thanks,
I
so.
get that joke.
I'm not a gentleman.
I have typed that code in more than once in my life.
Yeah.
The tattoo artist is right over there, and he knows very well what the M logo looks like. Sorry, I feel like I'm quiet. Sorry, I'll yell. Is that better?
Gotta yell.
Gotta yell.
Gotta yell. Jen's too quiet.
Louder and sadder. Well, that's because I have to yell now.
So is everybody all ready for Adepticon?
Oh, God.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine. Yeah, we're great.
Just remember, we're like super prepared. And we have an extra person in the booth. This will be great.
Great. Extra person.
Well, sort of.
Someone else to
Actually,
bump
now that I
into.
think about it. We have an extra person that's adjacent to the booth.
So Awkwardish Panda said, "I finished my last 2 GD pieces last night." And to
Nice.
me, it's I know what it means, but in my mind, I'm reading it as "gosh darn."
Gosh
finished
darn
my last
pieces.
2 gosh darn pieces last night.
Gosh darn.
The irony of that is
except the less
it works either way
family-friendly
you
one.
go.
Oh.
Depending on the level of happiness or unhappiness that they are having currently with their projects.
I mean, they are the same thing at this point.
Yeah.
Panic Bomb said, "I am not ready for it. I am also not going." Same.
Well,
Panic Bomb.
That makes life
Same.
easier, I suppose.
Bring layers. It got cold up here again.
Yeah, I just looked at the forecast today. It's gonna be like 40s. Something like that.
For the high.
Yeah.
Well, keep in mind that you're going to be inside during the high temperature time, so you should be looking at the lows.
Yeah.
Because dinners and stuff
To be fair though,
will be colder.
I'm probably gonna be just wearing shorts and a
Oh,
sweatshirt.
gosh.
And that's what I wore. That's what I would wear in winter in Seattle.
This is Chicago.
Yeah, it's not. It's like the same temperatures that I would normally experience. Now, if it's super windy, that's a little different. Because that's the one thing that they have there that we never really had is a lot of wind. So their wind chill kind of kicks you in the butt.
Gabe's got it down. Got to wear layers. Layer it up. Yep. Jade said wind, baby J. Wind.
Yeah.
It's called the Windy City.
Yeah, they don't call it the
34
Windy City
degrees
for no
in
reason.
Chicago right now. At 4 p.m.
Pants, long sleeves. All week.
Baby J's allergic to long pants.
That's true. But this is also coming from somebody who, like, wears shorts and a t-shirt while it's, like, snowing outside.
Not smart.
Chuck said, "I took my bicycle in for service 2 weeks ago, and by the time I got it back, the temp had dropped 30 degrees. Displeased."
Displeased. Like, I was really looking
Philip is
forward to
wearing a
doing this.
Speedo and a tank top. So,
The whole
there
time?
you go.
All right, well, enjoy being really cold. I enjoy being a little cold.
or right now. Are you wearing that right now? Or are you wearing that to AdeptiCon?
Played the fifth. I'm telling you.
Monument branded. Oh. I feel like that means that Philip took a Speedo and a tank top and a black Sharpie and drew an M on it.
Oh my gosh. I'm just envisioning him taking some of those pieces of clothing and slapping an M logo on it.
Oh, T-Schmidt, that's a great goal. T-Schmidt's goal is to attend enough Adepticons that he can wear a different year con shirt every day of the con.
Oh.
That sounds fun. Captain Mannering said, "Oh no, late was watching Dana Howell use some noosh."
Noosh.
Nice.
I just spelled monument right on the tank top.
Dana's great.
Dana?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a fun, unique style. I appreciate it a lot.
I have to finally finish these guys.
Hey, you got a game scheduled with them.
Yep. They gotta win me a game and then go on a shelf.
Win a game and put them on the shelf.
Your reward will be retirement.
I'm gonna go turn off the thing.
I will pull a gen and I will retire as the champion.
How do you do it? Jess, hello. Game Delay said the Trapped Under Plastic episode with Jason did mention a G-string with Jason's face on it.
What?
Excuse me?
Yep.
Excuse me?
A Jason Craze G-string?
I did what? A who? To what? Never happened.
Jess wants to know if these are those for your Warcry beatdown.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, where Zambies is going to crush them, said Captain Mannering.
Dems be fighting words.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. That's not
will
gonna
this
happen.
be public viewing, the game?
Huh?
Will the game be available for public to view?
Yeah, we're gonna do it on Friday. I talked to her today, and it was just like I told her, just tell me where to be, and I shall be there. So hopefully,
You'll post it in the Adepticon Discord chat.
I probably won't. Just knowing myself.
Jordan, Gabe,
Yeah,
Philip.
we'll make it happen.
Christopher, Shelby. Can someone post that in the Adepticon Discord chat when the time and place are determined? Not it.
But I think Christopher
Thanks,
is
Thanks,
gonna film some of it. I hope.
Yeah, Christopher he said copy that. So he's in charge.
He says
now.
copy that to everything.
Well,
all he says.
put
Watch.
it on the whiteboard.
Watch. He's gonna. Hey, Chris, is that all you say? Copy that. This morning when Gabe was being an idiot, and I was like, Chris, you need sharp objects. He would copy that.
Copy that.
Gabe was being an idiot this morning?
I mean,
Did
you've
he
met
say
him,
copy
right?
that?
Yeah,
when
I have
we
met
said
him.
That if anyone has to leave, we vote Chris?
Yes.
Copy that.
He was like, copy that.
Put it on the chalkboard. Game Delay said, how could Zambi's army bear to harm anything as beautiful as those Gorgers?
Right?
It's not that difficult.
She'll take pity on us. She'll take pity on the poor gorgers.
Christopher also drops F-bombs in stream because Battletech. Oh, and Gabe said it was Chris that was being the idiot.
Why do I have the feeling that you're lying? I have this weird feeling that there are lies afoot.
because...
Well, huzzah!
Because I'm right?
huzzah. I'll just throw back my legs and pollute my britches with delight.
What tomato, thank you.
Is Gabe lying again?
What is
Yes.
Zambi's warband?
I have no idea. Probably whatever she studies and decides will beat ogres really well. I'm ready for her to pick this scenario and everything in her favor.
And then you're just gonna make a dice deal with the demon
Ghost
Lord
Hunter
of
said
Dice.
that old cat had to be reminded that he was on a Christian Grand Theft Auto server yesterday. Is there such a thing?
I mean, I'm not gonna put it past the GTA community.
Okay, so
not
I
have
want to
that.
call something out that seems completely obvious to me. Grand Theft Auto? Not a Christian game.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, is this a thing?
Being a Christian and playing that on a server full of Christians does not make that a good thing. It's a horrible game.
Spitfire Miniature said she's going to show up with Space Marines. The scenario is warp trickery.
Warp trickery. They hit on 4s, do massive amounts of damage.
Yeah.
I see where this is going.
How do you feel about bolt guns versus ogres?
I feel like I know where this is going. Bolt guns versus ogres.
I'm
feel
a
like I
little
lose.
concerned. Yeah.
I feel like my ogre's ranged attack probably not that good. Just gonna go out on a limb and say it.
Yeah, ceramite armor versus
Skin.
skin. The math doesn't add, folks. The math
Yeah.
doesn't add.
I would like a recount.
Can we get a refund, please?
No, she'll beat me fair and square.
Unless you beat her fair and square. I have faith.
Nobody here leaves Bob until Wednesday.
Yep.
Planes can get there in like 3 hours, so there's not a need for them to
Jason-
be there on Monday.
Jason doesn't even leave until
Jason
Thursday.
doesn't even go till Thursday.
Thursday.
Cowgirl Steve said, I have a semi-random color question
Sure.
for those who are better at art than I. Planning on doing up some Tau where the dominant color is going to be Pro Acryl Dark Jade. I'm thinking energy weapons with a red-orange glow. But what color should I do as a splash accent for the suit lenses?
The suit lenses, like the eye lenses and stuff. Oh no, I know what you mean. The like sight lenses and things like that. I mean, you could do like an orangey yellow glow and then like red lenses potentially, or you could do like teal lenses with the orangey blue glow. You said dark jade, right?
Captain Mannering's, wait, planes can fly? Theoretically, yes. Some of them have been losing things in the sky, though.
Like wheels.
Doors.
Doors.
You know. I'm shocked that you would think a game named after a felony isn't a Christian game.
I never actually thought about that, but that is actually kind of funny. I never thought about
Those important bolts. Exactly.
never thought about the fact that that name the name of that game is literally just
It's a crime.
a crime.
It's in the name.
That's expectations.
It sets the expectations.
Grand Theft Auto is one of the few games that I have ever spoken out loudly against
Really?
children playing. Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's despicable.
T. Schmidt has a painting class bright and early on Thursday. Who are you taking a class with, T. Schmidt? Grand Theft Auto is also the least heinous crime you'll be committing in that game.
Yes, exactly.
Also true.
Ghost Hunter said I told Phil that he was on a Christian Dark Souls server before that.
He's on a Christian Dark Souls server.
Something else that doesn't sound like it would go together.
I feel so bad. I walked in here to grab something while I was on my lunch, and I woke up Phil.
He knows.
He was posted
He knows
up
that
in the
he's at
thing.
risk when he comes in here to nap. He knows that any time someone could walk in. Alexander dos
Give me a little
Santos,
fright.
freehand stuff, awesome. I believe he is one of our monumentals.
Yep. Oh, I forgot he's gonna be there.
Teaching
What's that?
classes.
Alex is gonna be there. Alexandre dos Santos. Alex does minis.
There's a ton
One of
of
our
people showing up at
monumentals.
AdeptiCon this year.
Sure.
Awesome.
Spitfire Miniature said I was very open to my priest about what Warhammer 40k is, and the good father told me that it is not problematic.
Yeah, I was about to say, War Machine or 40k, probably not great either. I think there was something about, worshiping false idols in there somewhere.
Paint Liquor had to go buy GTA at 17. My parents wouldn't let me have it. I agreed with them as much as I hated it. Like after you played, you're like, oh yeah, this is too much.
This brings up memories of my first rated R movie that I ever saw,
Oh, what was it?
Gladiator.
Oh. I don't remember what mine was.
We were at my uncle's house, and we were staying the night, and I would pretend to fall asleep, and then sneak back downstairs.
And like turn it on and watch, or would
No,
you
they were
watch,
watching it.
watching it and you would just
And
like,
I was
watch?
sitting behind the couches.
That's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
Just a little baby J like
Yeah, pretty much. It's a pretty accurate description of what I was doing.
Gabe said he thinks this was Gladiator too. Gladiator is today's PG-13.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
it really
it's
is.
Not really much in there that.
I mean, there's definitely people who
Violence.
get their like heads hacked off and stuff.
Yeah, it was
like that.
violent.
Jess wants to know what the tanks are for, Jordan.
This is for a game called Legions Imperialis. I, like Jason, also have a game planned while we are at Adepticon.
I was like 90% sure that that's what they were for, but I didn't. But you have a game at Adepticon and you have all those that haven't been painted yet?
I mean, these will be done by the end of stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Memory Gardens has a painting question. What do I use metallic medium for?
Ooh, that's a great question. The answer is for a lot of things, actually. It makes for a great highlight for a silver. You can... The primary reason that it exists is for you to mix other colors into it to create your own colored metallics. So you can mix things like our transparents, which work really, really well for giving you a really bright and shiny metallic. But you can also mix other opaque Pro colors into it as well, if there's a particular shade of metallic that you're looking for. Yeah, so it's some good applications for it.
T-Schmid, yes, the new paint sets are $28.50 at the show, and yes, there will be tax on them at the show. I think my first rated R movie might have been like, I don't even know if it was rated R, if it was PG. Saturday Night Fever?
Yeah, it was rated R.
That was R?
Yeah,
I for
pretty
sure
sure.
saw that.
Yeah, I feel like Gladiator wasn't horrible as a first one. Not great, as far as rated R movies are concerned, but not horrible.
I don't know what the
Roaring
first one was.
Oblivion on YouTube would like to see the new red oxide color compared to burnt red.
Yeah, sure. Here, give me 1 second to finish painting this barrel, and I'll pull them out and do a little bit of comparison for you.
Gladiator is an amazing movie. You take that back, said Gabe. Who said it was bad? Did you say it was bad?
No, gosh, no. I love that movie. Are you kidding me? I think that movie is awesome.
Who said it was bad?
Nobody said it was bad.
Maybe somebody in chat?
Maybe someone in chat that I
All right. Burnt red. Ba-ba-ba. Okay. So you're looking at red oxide versus burnt red, it was, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Gabe said you said it wasn't a great R-rated movie.
No. Okay, sorry. You may have misunderstood what I meant. So my mention.
It wasn't as R.
Yeah.
as
It is a fantastic movie. Period. It is probably not the worst rated R movie I could have seen as far as
it's
violence.
not a good movie to cut your rated R teeth on if you're a kid.
Yeah.
I think my first one was like Used Cars or Porky's.
Porky's was the other one that I was thinking maybe mine was, but I think it's Saturday Night Fever. Boneyard, the new paint sets will be on the website sometime at the end of April, beginning of May.
Or maybe Animal House.
Oh,
Also
I
rated
saw
R.
Animal House as a kid though, or not like a young kid.
I think the nice thing about Gladiator is like there's not a whole lot of like horrific things, like horror related things that are like truly creepy that would give you like nightmares. It's just violent.
Daniel Salucci, we will get to your question in just a second. Jordan is doing a quick demo right now.
So I'm painting this right side with the burnt orange. Or not burnt orange, oh my gosh, burnt red. That red oxide's going to be on the other side. This is right out of the bottle, no thinning. Like all of the rest of our paints, they don't really require any additional thinning. Unless you really need to get a thinner application for more opacity, or if you really need it to be a wash or something like that. Okay. Scooch this camera in so you can see a little bit better. So you can see on the left side here. I'll do another coat once this starts drying a little bit more so you guys can see it better. But we have the red oxide on this side. Notice that it's a little bit brighter. It's a slightly bit more orange. And then we have the burnt orange or burnt red here. Oh my gosh. Burnt red here, which is definitely a little deeper in red, a little darker. Would make for a great base coat to build up the red oxide on top of if you wanted to keep that nice red going on.
Next question from Daniel Salucci on YouTube. Love your tutorials on true metallic aged bronze. How would you recommend painting new bronze? It always looks flat.
It always looks flat? Flat how? Can you describe what you mean by true bronze looking flat? Would help me kind of avoid running into the problems that you're looking for, or that you're experiencing, rather.
Jonathan Palermo, looking forward to seeing you at AdeptiCon, currently on the plane from Melbourne, Australia. And
Nice.
the Wi-Fi allows me to watch
Nice.
minis.
That's
awesome.
actually really cool.
My sister lives there. Do you know her?
Do you know her? There's nobody else there.
I forgot that your sister lives
She
in
lives
Australia.
Melbourne. Awkwardish Panda coming by first thing Thursday to buy paints and brushes. Awesome. Get my first AdeptiCon doll hairs.
Creepiest thing about Gladiator, Joaquin Phoenix. The interesting thing about that is that's not something that a younger kid would pick up on. Like, that just wouldn't make sense. That's a thing that as you get older, you understand why it's so creepy. As a kid, you just see all the violence.
Rich would like to know if the new sets will be available in the UK at the end of April or beginning of May as well.
That's our hope, yeah. Depends on when the distributor in question orders it in and when it gets shipped out to them, but they'll be available there very soon after, yes.
Jonathan Palermo, anything like a paint converter to go from Citadel colors over to Pro Acryl, looking to change colors as they run out.
So your best bet here is going to be using the Paint Rack app. We don't design any of our colors to be basically straight one-for-one conversions. That's not the way that we design our paints. So it's, if you want to find something that will help you figure out what colors are close, the Paint Rack app is going to be a great solution for you. We unfortunately don't have any sort of sheet or media that will tell you close colors in other brands, because like I said, we don't base our colors off of other brands. We just make colors that we want to see in our range and fit the holes that we have as a whole when we look at the range entire.
T. Schmidt said, I'm hoping the new paints last longer than an hour. My Thursday class runs till 11. I would think that they will, simply for the fact that we wouldn't be able to check that many people out in an hour.
I don't think it will be physically
we were just
possible for us to
talking
bring
about
that many
over
people
the
out.
weekend. Jason and I were talking about it, and yeah, we were talking about how they'll sell out quickly, but not that quickly, because there's only so much we can do.
But there will be a line.
There will definitely be a line.
So there was last year, and we didn't have any new releases, or at least any like brand new releases.
Nothing brand new, yeah.
Yeah. So definitely expect there to be a line of folks.
All right. More clarification on the dark or the new bronze being flat. Flat as in no contrast between upward facing and downward facing surfaces. Currently doing a dark bronze plus petroleum brown wash. I feel like it doesn't produce any real contrast.
A dark bronze and petroleum brown?
Well, dark bronze is a base coat, right? Mm-hmm. So take dark bronze and light bronze, and you'll work up and get a good build up with contrast for sure. But you will need to layer them, right? Dark bronze is meant to be the shadow base for the bronze series of colors.
And the light bronze will bring a lot to that as well. Just throwing on this second coat of each of these colors so you can get a better idea of that burnt red versus red oxide. What a great set of colors. Go burnt red right into your red oxide for a highlight. It'll look really nice.
Grizz Christopherson said, do you guys tend not to zenithal prime, or is it something you save for certain situations versus others?
As far as myself, I very rarely do it. I will only ever do it on models where I'm doing a lot of sketching to kind of figure out what I want the colors to be before I get to really painting it, because I tend to paint with really thin layers during that process to keep the values that I'm working on. I think Jason almost never does it, right?
Very rarely, unless I'm teaching people how.
Right.
For me, it's a technique that once you get used to placement of light, it isn't as useful. But for painting quickly, it's always a big component of something that can speed up the process.
Yeah.
Right? So definitely valuable. I don't use it very often.
And hello to our friends over at Tabletop Titans.
Hello.
This is, in fact, a dual stream. A couple of weeks ago, we started dual streaming to Twitch and to YouTube at the same time.
Yes. We're live.
We are live in both places.
But Grizz, yeah, a zenithal can do wonders for getting you down, contrast very fast. We've done it in the past. I've shown, like, when we first came out with a glazed wash medium, we painted a whole model using glazed wash medium, and our paints loaded up as speed paints, and this was done all with zenithal. Even the non-metallic metal is just utilizing the zenithal highlight. This model took us, I don't know, the better part of an hour, I guess. Something like that.
Yep.
So it's just really quick. So if I'm showing people things like that, then the zenithal route is definitely very valuable. I just don't do it very often.
Wait, what does it mean, a re-upload? Is this dual streaming or a re-upload?
I don't know.
Like did
We're
you think
live.
you were, yeah, did you think
Yeah.
you were chatting on a previously recorded?
We're live.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure. But we are here.
We're here.
We're alive.
We see you.
Live.
We don't see you. We see the words. that
We
you type.
we see the words that you are typing into the chat. We cannot see you physically through the internet.
Roaring Oblivion, yeah, late April, early May is the goal.
Yeah, the burnt red into red oxide is what this whole thing is.
Oh yeah, and it's well, and you underpainted it too, right? Did you do something other than the burnt red first?
Dark sea ben.
That's what it was. Yeah.
So kind of a greenish undertone first,
It
and
looks
then
great.
burnt red over the top of that as a glaze almost, and then the red oxide. And then I'm just starting in with some of the orange red over the top of that. I don't want it too bright, obviously, for
Yeah, for doing that kind of like
old ghoul boy here. But
slightly darker cloth that you still want to feel very red, but be a little darker and not quite as vibrant. That progression that you're talking about with, doing an undercoat or a pre-shade of a color and then doing your burnt red oxide into orange red is like a perfect progression of colors.
yeah.
In the right value range to get you that really nice red cloth.
Yeah, Daniel, we used to do that too. In fact, on our YouTube, there's a whole section of our Twitch VODs that we would have to upload over there. But now, the beauty of streaming to both platforms is that it's going to just automatically be on YouTube.
Yeah, it's going to be
It's
so
very
nice.
cool.
Helps us a lot with keeping everything low maintenance as far as bringing all the content over for everybody to be able to look at and enjoy. Man, this freaking dark bronze is so good.
Yeah, Nick Pye remembers we used to do every time there was a giveaway, Jason did an awkward man stare.
An awkward man stare.
Yep, been a long time because Game Delay said sometimes when Jason looks into the camera, he clearly sees my soul.
He does have that look sometimes. He is capable of reading your soul.
Maybe have an awkward man stare someday again.
Doesn't even necessarily take an awkward man stare. It's also the, what the heck do you think you're doing?
That happens a lot around here.
It does. We do a lot of weird stuff.
It's the I'm not judging you, but I'm judging you stare.
Oh, that happened to me on lunch.
You and Shelby both.
Yeah.
Quick, fetch Jason a banana.
I already had a banana.
Yeah,
He
one
did already
today.
eat a banana today.
Roaring Oblivion said, may I ask, are you guys planning on Signature Series being your main releases for the future, or will there be expansion sets returning?
Oh yeah, by the end of this year, you'll see expansion set 5. We're currently at least on long hiatus with the signature sets after this release.
Two are it for a minute.
We will.
Expansion set 5, the Wad Tomato signature set.
We'll be looking at expansions 5 and perhaps 6, depending on how much of the line we get knocked out with 5. And then when we hit the full boat of 96 colors for the main line, then we'll look at what's next. Got some good ideas.
Ghost Hunter, you know the answer to that.
We got lots of fun stuff planned
Absolutely.
for the rest of this year and into next.
This occurred to me. I should probably get that dry brush going. before I do all the detail work on these.
Choices have to be made, game delay. Or Neos need to be purchased. Ghost Hunter, plaid is on the whiteboard. We're not forgetting.
Yeah, 20
That's true. General
78.
Game Code knows all signature sets can be plaid set if you try hard enough.
Yes.
That is true.
There we go. That's the correct answer right there. Don't be a quitter.
Ostrello, incorrect. Nobody listened to what, or nobody believe Ostrello. That is a lie. So much of a lie that I'm not even going to read it out loud.
Whoa. You're really lying. If Jen refuses
I don't want
to
my
read it,
voice being recorded saying those words.
The people should eat the paint?
Nope.
worse than that.
Oh, we must be talking flavors?
Worse than that?
Number 5, that's exciting. What colors do you feel the line is missing? What colors do you feel the line is missing?
Well, that's also a good question.
Yeah, we're not. So, I mean, missing is just what are you judging it against, right? You judge it against a silly line with 200 plus colors, then we're missing a lot.
Yeah.
But from just a overall representation of hues, not much.
I think we're doing pretty darn good.
Yeah, not much. We don't have a whole lot we have to worry about. So.
Nobody's allowed to ask for hot pink anymore. We have multiple options.
Yeah, we have really, really good colors for that now.
The new dark
If you
hot
are
pink
not
is
satisfied
phenomenal.
with them, then there are bigger things happening, I think. Jess, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Jonathan, safe travels the rest of the way. Be sure to stop by the booth, say hello to the crew.
Yeah.
Forward to seeing you there.
Come say hi.
Metallic candy apple colors. Jordan did a fantastic demo that showed how to make some really cool metallics.
I did.
Yeah.
Did. The VOD of that is available.
Make a rotating quarterly wizard's butt like the mystery flavor dum-dums. Combine 2 colors from leftover batches. Sure, it will probably always be a brown color, but it could turn out cool. Strello doesn't always make brown.
Correct.
It only makes brown if you're every other paint company on the planet.
We have already had one run of wizard's butt.
And it was not
It
brown.
was not brown.
And
In
that's
fact, it was
exactly
awesome.
exactly how we do it is we mix remnants for wizard's butt.
Roaring Oblivion said Flame On will solidify your browns. Personally, I feel maybe yellows. You have a lot of purples and turquoise teal now, according to my paint racks. I love earth tones.
That's good. You can never get enough earth tones. Like earthy neutral tones are really good. Lots of different ways to build up your colors from. Great ways to get underpainting done. Yeah, good options there.
But yeah, that Flame On set has really cool colors that would work for that, probably.
Yeah.
The yellows and browns and oranges.
Yup.
Spitfire would like to know which Pro Acryl colors you would use to paint a rust.
Well, we
We've seen this.
basically have a really fantastic
We
color
have a
for
good,
rust now.
Quick example. Well, okay, but it's not available yet. So if we're talking about like today,
Okay.
what would Spitfire use?
Well.
He'd wait till the end of April. No, burnt sienna, burnt orange, yellow ochre. If you've watched any of the videos where we underpaint for rust and then like dry brush metal over the top, those colors all work great. I start with like black brown to do like chipping with, and then you add rusting in with burnt sienna, burnt orange.
I like to build up orange on top of it too, which is another way you can kind of build up that rusty effect on top of your burnt orange. I did that on this guy.
If I have any say in the matter, we will never have a color called puce. Ever. It might be what you think that color is, but I cannot stand that word, and we will no. It's not gonna. Nope.
So this rust was just mahogany,
Jen has spoken.
Yeah.
burnt sienna, burnt
There are a few
orange,
things.
orange, and then a little bit of yellow ochre. Very little yellow ochre. I did not use a lot, but makes a nice rust effect.
My last rust turned out moss. So general game.
Moss?
Moss.
Those are like two completely different colors. What are you doing?
Moss is green.
Yeah. Yeah, my brain's having a hard time computing that. Just
I use some red oxide right now.
Ooh, what you using the red oxide for?
Arrow flights.
Oh, cool.
I've got little gribbly bits that need paint.
How many gribbly bits are there left on there?
These guys have got a ton.
Yikes.
It's not normal.
It's not normal. Well, is it not normal for Games Workshop, or is it just not normal?
It's pretty normal for games, right? It's a little, yeah, I don't know. It's, I mean, come on, look. All this guy is gribbly bits.
Oh man, that guy looks good though. But yes, he is nothing but the gribbly bits.
Like, come on, man. But I guess without the gribbly bits, he's just, like, naked.
Also true.
We decide this guy is singing.
Yeah.
Hitting the high note.
He's hitting the high note. In some senses, we're all naked without our gribbly bits.
Fair.
I love that. That's great.
Fair statement.
That might be one of the most inaccurate things you've ever said. Wait, the most accurate things you've ever said.
Jordan.
I mean, my brain... We're working on it today. What was the silly thing that I said to you earlier, Jen?
Oh, you just asked me, like, you came in
Oh,
and like, how's your day going? I'm like, pretty good. How's yours? Okay. And then, like, 5 minutes later, so how's your day going?
Yeah, I like walked away,
Like,
and then I came back and I asked the
still the
same
same.
question.
He's
And I was like,
oh, I
did
was
I
just
ask that
here,
already?
wasn't I?
I was like, did I ask that already? Jen was like, yes, you did. And I was like,
I'm like,
dang it.
yeah, I'm still doing good. Just like I was 5 minutes ago.
Still doing good. Still okay. Still doing pretty good there, Jordan.
All right.
I came and said, wow, I say so many true and insightful things, and Jordan gives this one the nod.
You get the nod from me on this one. Peak ADHD moment. Well, welcome to my life.
Roaring Oblivion likes Matt's brown gray. Great purchase. I hated mixing that color every time I wanted stone.
Yeah, brown gray is awesome. I use it for a lot of things. I actually might use it more than a lot of the other grays that we have, just because I like the kind of earthy warmness of it.
His tribe wanted him to be a fighter. He just wanted to sing opera.
Ooh. What's he singing? Which of the arias?
I mean, I was going for more of like a Whitney Houston karaoke
We
song.
said opera.
Like I didn't say
Oh,
that.
somebody said
Yeah.
opera. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's singing the I Will Always Love You.
That's awesome.
Source. I might do that because I also don't really care for that. Source said a friend of mine hated it when people asked how are you just out of politeness. They didn't actually care how he was doing. So he used to answer, it burns when I pee.
Oh my gosh. The difference is I do genuinely care.
And did anybody ever say, "Oh, that's nice.
Nice, cool.
Good to hear."
And then
I'm so happy for
never
you.
ask that question again. He's clearly singing Britney Spears' "Hit Me Baby One More Time." Britney doesn't, and that song doesn't have like a big long note though. That's the only thing. I'm sure he sings Britney other times, but this one is definitely a long note with a lot of breath behind it. I answered the question. Sometimes people don't like the answer. Well, Wild Tomato, our booth is already there, so if it didn't get loaded in, probably slim to none. But
What's
I
Walt
will
looking for?
still read the question. How are things looking at this point for having the second texture trainer and or game at AdeptiCon?
Game, no,
Yeah. Game's not gonna happen.
unfortunately. Second texture trainer, we may bring a handful of them. That's still up in the air. We'll see.
That's an easy enough thing for us to just bring with us. A few.
Again, Paint Liquor, that one doesn't have a long note that's being held. Like this guy definitely. Oh, and this is a different guy. He's the backup singer. This one.
This one's the backup singer.
Oh, this guy's the
So-
front man.
That's the singer.
So that guy's singing some like.
Well, it is really funny as we sit here and he's like oh.
So here's
Choir.
a great question.
Boo.
What
Choir.
types of
The
music
choir of Gorgons.
are each one of them singing?
They're like the ogre doo-wop.
'Cause
They sit on a corner.
A barbershop quartet.
Yeah,
Oh my
barbershop
gosh.
quartet.
I like to think that they're all singing different types of music.
I'm never going to be able to look at them the same now that I have that in my head, that every time you see one, it adds a different note into the, the harmony.
Mission accomplished.
You should definitely put musical instruments on them.
Do you believe in life after love? Those that don't know, this is texture trainer number 2.
Have you shown that one?
Yep.
We've shown it on stream.
Oh.
Yeah, we showed it last week when it came in.
Yep.
Hear
I don't believe you were. I do not believe you were.
Mr. No Trigger Discipline.
Yeah. To be fair, he doesn't have a magazine in there, but still should be.
I didn't realize this was the next one. I thought that there was a different one that was the next one.
No, this is number 2. And we got a good update on number 3 today.
Ooh, nice.
Should be done pretty quick.
I'm very excited.
So, for whoever asked the question, was that UT Smith? We may not bring number 2 to AdeptiCon. We have so much going on at AdeptiCon. New bags, 18 new colors. So we'll probably wait to announce number 2 and possibly number 3 together. I don't know. We shall see. I need to get the
No streams
rough stuff for
at
number
all
4
at
laid out.
AdeptiCon. Or during AdeptiCon.
Jen doesn't love you enough to come stream.
Unless you
That
guys
is
can
correct. I don't love
convince
you enough to stream.
Jen to
That's
do
accurate.
a paintbrush cleaning stream.
I'm gonna say again, there will be no streams after Wednesday. Are you streaming Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay. Wednesday will be our last stream for the week.
And you'll get one a couple the following week when we're back. Maybe. I mean, I'll probably be here for it.
OnePlus Save said, I am trying to match up some of my other bases with the new Monument Hobbies texture basing I'm doing. Does the gray texture use dark neutral gray as its color?
Yes.
That's that. I do something similar when people say, "Have a nice weekend." I respond with, "Well, I was planning on a mediocre weekend, but now that I know you want me to have a nice weekend, I'm going to be stressed trying to accomplish that."
My response,
So
don't be stressed, just do it. Have a good one.
AdeptiCon is Thursday through Sunday of this week. Memory Gardens, what am I going to do while I'm at work? We have loads of VODs. It can be like a rerun. Roaring Oblivion has 2 number 2 black Bombwick igniters saved for a special occasion.
Oh, heck yeah.
Maybe expansion set 5 will be the day.
Which ones were the igniters again?
This is what they were called before.
The igniters
Pro Sables.
were Sables, but this oh yeah,
Okay.
Bombwick igniters. I don't think people will lose their stream streaks if we don't have a stream for them to streak. Like, they don't lose it on the weekends. We don't stream on the weekends.
Yeah, you only lose your stream streak if we stream and you are
And
not
you
here.
don't there, and you're not there, yeah.
If we don't stream.
Going back to General Ginkgo saying the rust turning out as moss. Said for my monthly challenge, I wanted to paint up rusty armor with some moss on it. But it just looks more moss than anything, but I love it. Okay, so so you added the moss to it. It didn't just look like moss with painting rust colors. It was supposed to be mossy. There you go. Bakamaru is going to organize Discord painting on Thursday and Friday.
Nice.
That'll be awesome.
I don't know if he actually said he was going to organize it, but I volunteered him for that.
I
It was his
volunteered him for that.
idea.
Jen has voluntold you to do this.
Nope, you said it now, Baka. Everybody's into it, so
I said
there you
maybe.
go.
You're on the hook, Baka. That's so funny. I said maybe. That's weird. I thought you said you were. I guess you are now.
You can gain extra by streaking on a non-stream day. But we don't know about it. Unless we see you on TV. Like at the Super Bowl or something.
Yeah, don't do that at the Super Bowl. Although apparently, like, I made a lot of money
I think
doing
someone
that.
did. I heard somebody did.
Yeah.
I didn't notice it. I watched the Super Bowl too.
Apparently, he bet.
Yeah, the guy who
that's-
did the streaking on the Super Bowl placed a bet that there would be a streaker during the Super Bowl. Then he streaked, and then he won like $50,000 against his own bet.
It's
Yeah.
worth it. Took care of the bail money.
Yeah.
So the story goes.
Roaring Oblivion, thanks for hanging out.
Thank you for being here.
So thank you for showing me the red side by side, for being
Of
so
course.
engaged with chat. Good luck with your launches at Adepticon and safe travels.
Why, thank you.
Thank you. Love how these tanks start to kind of come alive as you start getting all the little bits and stuff painted on them. Super simple, just kind of flat base coats, and then maybe a little bit of a dry brush for a little texture and some edge highlighting, and then throw a wash on it, and it looks great. I love these kinds of painting projects because they are so relaxing to just kind of sit and do and not have to think too hard about 'em.
Ed Indered, thank you for the follow.
That was a good one, babe.
Likes us.
I always have to try it 3 times if I'm not certain.
That was a good one. It sounded like a channel that wasn't coming in quite right.
Edendrid.
Jason, did you look at Shelby's nails?
No.
You need to look at Shelby's.
Oh, yes, I did.
They're so good.
I told her not to put gloss on them.
No, she has to.
She has to. She said she has some matte.
Oh, she has to put some kind of top coat on it, otherwise
Yeah,
it'll
but
chip
she
right
can't.
off.
Yeah, don't do gloss.
For those of you who are curious, Shelby has had her nails painted in non-metallic metal.
Just her thumbs.
Well, just her thumbs.
We don't. Hingy TV, we don't have any conversion charts, no. We were just talking about that earlier.
It's really hard for us
Yeah.
just to kind of put some punctuation on that. It's tough for us because, like Jordan mentioned before, we don't make our paints with any other paint line in mind. We make colors that we want to paint with. And so there really isn't a one-to-one thought in our head. You know, you get other paint lines out there really just trying to steal GW's thunder and create the same colors. That's not what we do. We have some colors that are close. And the thing with that is a lot of the comparison is very subjective. So, you know, you might say, what's your, Death Guard green? And we've got like our camo greens and such that we think come very close, but depending on how, close you really need it, you may look at it and go, oh, those don't really cut it, and we totally get it. But the apps out there, the best way to do it is all of the phone apps, whether it's the Mini Painter Pro app or Paint Rack. They all do a really good job of getting a very close estimation of what color will get you there, and then maybe a little mixing. But again, it all really just depends on, are you trying to one-to-one match an army you've already started?
You can also join our Discord if you're not already there. We have a section called like color mixes or something.
Yeah,
I think, and it's a good place to ask questions because we don't keep all those paints from other manufacturers around either to be able to compare.
Yeah.
But a lot of people in our Discord have paints from other lines as well and could maybe look on their shelf. And I've seen people do side-by-side comparisons where they'll paint out a swatch and take a picture of it and put it up so that people can see. So it's a great resource there as well.
Yeah, I try to, every time somebody asks me and I help them with this kind of question, I do always try to say, hey, I don't have these colors directly, well, I don't have the Citadel colors or whatever color they want me to compare it to right in front of me. So looking it up online is not always going to give you the most accurate result. It'll get you in the ballpark, but even
again,
then
a lot of
be
people
wrong.
in chat will have the color that you're looking for
and
the Pro Acryl comparison and be able to help you out a little bit more. Plus, it's just a really cool community.
Yeah, they're very, very helpful.
If you're not already there, check it out.
Bunch of these knuckleheads you see chatting away here, you'll see in the Discord as well. And I say knuckleheads with the utmost love and appreciation. It's an accurate statement.
Chat is more helpful there than we are here, Sid Game Delay.
That is
That's accurate.
Interestingly accurate.
You get a few people here who are trustworthy and will give you good information.
Yes. Awkwardish is one of them.
They're different people on Discord, I swear.
What tomato?
The same people here
Maybe.
are completely different people over there. This one guy on Discord likes all of the completed pictures. Does he use the upside down heart that looks like a butt?
Nope.
That's because the game here is to distract the painters. On Discord, we are the most positive and helpful painters around.
Source, this is actually a really good thing as well. Source saying, what I've come to terms with is that unless I'm trying to color match an existing color scheme, I just paint with the same general color in mind. Even if it's red, it's red. It doesn't have to be corn red. This is a great thing. If you are trying to replicate something like a palette of colors that you like, most of the time, unless it's like you're switching like a blue for like a jade or something like that, those will be different colors. But if you're just like trying to pick a red, it's like just pick a red that's in the general value range that you're looking for, and it'll work just fine. You don't have to have the exact, red that they ask for. Like if you don't have corn red and you use dark or burnt red, you're going to get a very similar result.
Runan said, does the existence of pro acryl imply the existence of semi-pro, amateur, and hobbyist / pickup acryl?
Yes.
We went through all of those stages before we got to where we are now, as most people do.
It's called our competitors.
But that's funny.
Armies change paint mid-war all the time. Make it part of the lore.
Uh, 3-star Michelin meal acryl. Oh my gosh, Estrello. You're not supposed to eat the pro acryl. Even the 3-star Michelin acryl. Don't eat it. Not for human consumption.
Jason, or I guess Jordan too, Source Does wants to know if you heard Ninjon rant about acrylic primers in the latest tub.
What was he talking about? Well, I mean, we know what he's talking about, but give us some deets. I'm curious. I wonder if he's talking about like rattle can primers versus airbrush, or how bad rattle can primers are in general. I'm very curious now.
Going back to rattle cans, because airbrush primers go bad before he can finish the bottle.
What?
Clearly not using Pro Acryl Prime.
That's weird. Airbrush primers go bad before he can what?
Finish the bottle. Like he can't use all the product in the bottle because something happens to it apparently before he's done with it.
I mean, doesn't that just mean that you've had the bottle for like a gajillion years?
Yeah, that's not very good logic.
It's like, yeah, I mean, if your bottle dries out because you've had it for like 8 years and you use it all the time, then you're probably doing all right.
Leaving the top open? What, and will a rattle can last forever or something?
No, as a matter of fact, a rattle can won't
worse,
last as
right?
long as what he did get out of his acrylic primer.
Right, that's why I'm laughing.
100%.
It's just it's a very odd, what Jason said. Very, very odd.
I'd have to have more context.
Yeah. I'm sure
John's got pretty good judgment, so he's got to be
I'm sure there's
bummed
more to
about
that.
something specific.
Yeah.
Vince stated in his latest video that the bottom third or fourth of a bottle of primer is junk and needs to be thrown away. Wow. Again,
I mean,
how long
I've
is
never
a
had
bottle
to
of
throw
primer
out.
lasting?
I
for?
have never had
I
to
mean,
throw
like,
out.
I see these guys going through bottles of primer and they're fine all the way.
We throw away basically empty
Bottles. They just have an agitator in them. I'm going to spend more on an inferior product because it doesn't last as long, right?
I'm gonna go buy a rattle can because it's worse. I like this plan.
Stobor said it starts to solidify and will clog your airbrush, or you need to filter it. Baka said, "Gonna say my primer's almost empty and seems fine."
I don't know what primers they're using.
Yeah,
Are they using
it's gotta
ours
be the
and they're
Tupper
leaving
primer.
them open?
Yeah, I was about to say the only situation I can think of where that makes sense is if they're leaving it open.
Yeah. His comment was the bonding agent that makes it a primer starts bonding to itself in the bottle, and it ends up bigger pieces that cause lumps on the model.
Not true at all.
And that was Vince? Spatsnet?
And not true at all. I mean, it all needs evaporation to polymerize, regardless.
Stobor said that. Spatsnet, who said that? Was that John or Vince? That was John, okay.
Okay.
John said that the bonding agent makes it bond to itself in the bottle.
No. Incorrect.
Stobor said, I don't agree with him either, but that's what he said.
I don't agree with him either, but that's what he said.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
Not
it
the
seems
case.
like a rattle can would do the same thing. If that's the case, it does. This is
Yes.
a
It's
tough
also a much
subject
more
of discussion.
unstable solution.
It's
Or
just
not solution, suspension.
polyurethane, so it,
Well.
Game Delay said, I'm in Utah. The world around me is constantly trying to suck both moisture and joy out of my life.
Jeez.
I have a quarter left in my Pro Curl black primer, and it's doing fine.
Yep. Oh, I got a bottle right here that's like basically empty and it works fine.
Game Delay, I'm sorry to laugh at your plight. But it is beautiful there, I know. Been to Utah. Quite lovely.
yeah, the problem for us is it's just so dang dry here
Mm-hmm.
that everything evaporates super quick, regardless of the temperature.
Just, you've never run into that. Scott said he didn't either. You're a happy person because you paint. Okay, well, that's good.
I'm a happy person because I paint.
I would worry.
I like it. That's a good place to be. Happy because paint. I'm a happy person because I get to paint. I'm also surrounded by wonderful people who are entertaining and fun.
Big Bob Jordan's going to be in shorts, so...
Woo! I would still probably be in shorts, to be honest with you.
Whoa, paint liquor.
Whoa.
Well, Australia just said Central Wisconsin is supposed to get 2 inches of snow this Friday. We can trade if you want. And Paint Liquor, who lives in Arizona, said, deal. I am not down for snow.
No.
Wait, Paint Liquor lives in Arizona?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How do I not know this?
Don't pay attention.
Apparently.
You don't pay attention.
Apparently.
You don't chew your food.
Well, why do that?
Jade said, same here. Game Delay Chuck has even mentioned that my mood has been less angry since I've been painting more. I'm glad.
Chuck.
Source said it should be illegal to make hobby knives with round handles that roll off the table as if they have their own will to stab my feet. That's
Whoa.
why we make ours flat.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't be doing that.
Has Cora ever seen snow? As far as we know, no. She came from Yuma. But we got her when she was 4, so who knows what happens? What happened before? Yeah, he lives in like the East Valley, East Mesa. Paint Liquor does true.
Oh, okay.
About 30 to 40 minutes away.
I apparently did not know that. Whoops. Sorry, Paint Liquor.
So my wife said that she wishes I started painting years ago. I am much nicer and even-tempered.
Huh.
That's good. All of these things are good.
Eventually, if you keep on painting, you'll get to levels of relaxed okayness that I achieve on a regular basis.
Telemachus said I was hobbying one time and had the bright idea to hold my hobby knife in my mouth so it wouldn't roll.
Uh-oh.
It was fine until I coughed and turned my
Oh.
calf into a hobby knife holder.
Oh.
Eee.
Oh, dang. That's...
Mm.
Y'all need to take care of yourselves a little better.
Another great thing about ours, retractable blade. Paint Liquor said, one day I'll order a pickup and say hello, but this is not the day.
Well, I
That's
hope
okay.
that day arrives.
We're not
soon.
going anywhere, Paint Liquor. We'll be here when you're ready. Maybe that's why Baby J is so happy. He started painting as a teen.
I did.
Oh.
Yeah, I did. Actually, before I was a teen, believe it or not. I think I was 12. Actually, I can do this math. If anybody can figure out when the Two Towers starter set for the Lord of the Rings miniatures game came out.
That was your first?
Yeah, it was my first.
First?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, Two Towers. I might have had something from the Fellowship of the Ring. I don't remember, but I think the Two Towers is the first one I can really remember.
Estrello's guessing 2004?
Yeah, I think 2003, 2004 is what I was going to say.
I think they came out before the sequels came out. So, like, I think that the Fellowship one came out before the Two Towers, and one came out, and the Two Towers one came out before Return of the King.
Memory Garden said I still have them.
Oh, that's cool. I wish I still had all my original stuff. That would have been so cool. The best part is I would totally
and
use
Memory
it too.
Garden said I got that as my first set as well.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, I started with it. So yeah, whatever that age is,
Sweet summer children.
hey, it's okay. It's all right. Yeah, because I want to say it was like 2002? 2003 maybe? So I might have been 13.
When they say you always remember your first, that isn't normally what they're talking about.
Don't worry. Remember that one too.
Chuck introduced Jade to mini painting when they started dating.
That's awesome.
That's really
she
cool.
was learning D&D 3.5 3.5 edition, maybe?
Yeah,
He
probably.
knew then. Happy wife, happy life. Xantar the First said, hello, uncle.
What?
What?
Hello?
Who's your uncle?
Huh? What?
Who's your uncle?
Is that William? William is
that
still in
William?
school, isn't he? What time does school get out? I don't know.
Is he middle school, high school?
I don't know these things.
I think middle school's like 2 something.
No, I'm asking specifically about William's school. Because someone just said, hello, uncle. And
It
that's
seemed
what he
very
calls
odd to-
Jason. So I
Yeah.
thought maybe it was William, but I think William is still at school.
The internet is
Jason
telling you
is
it
my
came out in
uncle.
2003. So 2003.
Who this? New phone. Who this?
Oh wow, I would have been 10. Wait. No.
Do you know what year?
Yes. Yes.
What year
No.
were you born?
Yes. 10.
You were born in
Wow,
1990
math is really hard right now.
1993?
Yeah, I was born
Yeah.
in 93. God, that's embarrassing. So I was 10.
Well, I mean,
Slamica
did you
said, I
get it when it
remember
was
getting
brand
into
new?
War Machine
Yeah,
and wanting to
yeah.
learn how to paint. Found a stream on Twitch where a guy was painting a black-eyed wrestler. He was a lefty like me, so I stuck around and haven't left yet.
Well, I don't apologize.
I don't apologize. You're not going to get an apology from me.
Jim Patty on YouTube said, hi guys, first mini I painted was an Airfix 172 scale Spitfire
Ooh.
in 1963.
Cool.
Nice. I showed Jen my
Oh my gosh, that
1980
was so cool. That was very cool.
second edition printing of how to build dioramas from Shepard Payne. That is what really started me taking model building seriously in 1980 when I was 10 years old. And it has still on the cover the little plastic labeler thing that my grandmother did for it. You guys know the little click. You turn the dial to the letter and punch, and it came out with this thing that would cut your fingers off if you weren't careful.
Oh my gosh.
And put that on the cover.
I love
And then
those
on the
things.
inside, I wrote, "This book belongs to Jason
And
Craze."
it's signed, like it was printed, this book belongs to, and then his signature, Jason Craze, in cursive. In like
Wow.
10-year-old cursive. It
And
was
like
so
young
awesome.
kid, like remembering to make the height of
Uh-huh.
your
It
letters
was
all
so good.
exactly the same kind of cursive.
So
It
nice
was-
cursive.
I love stuff like that.
Yeah, so and that book's still in great shape. The cover probably would fall off if I tugged pretty hard, but
That's
yeah,
amazing.
a Dymo label thing, but not the electronic kind. The manual one where you had to flip
I don't
the
think
electronic
Dymo
thing.
existed back then. Maybe. Was it Dymo back then?
It's
Have they been
called
around
Dymo.
for ages?
I have one.
100 years? Is that what it is?
That's the one I have. That
Yeah.
I used it on those cards.
Yeah. That must make you almost as old as Jason then? Oh, come on.
Wow.
Baby J was born the year you started high school and he still got to mini painting before you did.
Baby J was born 3 years after I graduated from high school.
I never got into like 1/72nd scale much. I was a 1/35th scale guy. So that was my drug of choice during all those times.
Your drug of choice. Yeah, I got into it because my dad and I went out to go watch the movies, and I really loved them. I was a big nerd, and they really resonated with me. So, when the the toys hit the shelves of the Barnes and Noble near us shortly thereafter, I was really excited about it. I'd be curious what the difference in time was to the release of that product to the release of the movie. It'd be very interesting to find that information out.
Bob said the old tester car and airplane models for me.
Nice. I used to have some tester paint way back in the day. I don't remember what I was using it on though. Way back in the day.
Chuck, that sounds terrible. Chuck said, I forgot. In today's episode of Adventures in Machine Shops, I had to call back a truckload of 12,000 parts that had already made it halfway to Indiana because some knucklehead had one bad part in a box. So did you realize that like a bad part had gotten packed? And then you had to bring it back? Sounds very inconvenient. Sorry.
Man, you know what I would love to do one of these days? So, one of the things that got me super hyped about this hobby was seeing all the really cool, like, terrain and painted models in those books. I really want to like make some of that terrain and paint up some models nice to kind of like bring it full circle. Because I always like wanted to paint stuff that nice and have terrain that cool. And now I can just do that, which is kind of neat. That might be a really fun project for me at some point.
And now you have to find manpower to sort 12,000 parts because you don't know which box it's in, I'm guessing.
Yikes.
I'm so sorry. Gabe said my first model was a model plane from Hobby Lobby. I absolutely botched the building because the glue I had was trash, and then I painted it with testers. I think I was 9 or 10.
Lol.
I mean, that's what the first model's for.
Yeah, it's true.
Completely screw up.
There you go. Game delay solving problems. Can you just add one more good box into the boxes? Or one more good one into the boxes? Yeah, just open one box, throw one good part in, and then there you go. If only. How about Monument make one of those painting books?
What
Maybe.
kind of painting book? There are a lot of kinds of painting
do
books.
a live stream every day.
Also,
need a
yes,
book
we do a
too?
live stream every day.
Take notes. Memory Garden said, movie is December 18th, 2002. Game, I can only find year of 2002.
Interesting. Yeah, because I definitely had the one for Two Towers, and then I got the Return of the King one when it came out later. And that was before I moved to Washington. I was still in California when that happened. And
Gosu,
then
that's pretty cool.
once I got up to Washington, I found out that Citadel existed, and then that happened. And it was all over from there.
All over.
Yeah. It was like, oh, there's Space Marines? That's pretty cool.
Gosu said, I was at a random FLGS and found a resin mini that was a version of an old metal figurine I had as a little kid. It blew my mind seeing that mini again. Rediscovering my first ever miniature was a magical experience.
That's awesome.
I hope you bought it. Did you buy it?
I don't have my first miniature ever, but I do have some of the miniatures that I don't own them, but my friends do. Have some of the miniatures that I painted before I started working as a studio painter. So it would have been stuff that I would have put on like my portfolio.
And Baka, we do have our methodologies that are going to give you just the still shots and the text. Jade's suggesting a coffee table art book with photos of all the painted sculpts by anyone at Monument Hobbies and a little bio about them. I'd buy it. Pretty cool. Nick Pie wants a 1-to-1 bust of Jason to paint and display on our mantles.
What do you think about that, Jason?
I'll give you the name of a good taxidermist, and when I die, you can just have me stuffed. There you go.
Awesome.
That's not said I have a box of Fellowship of the Ring metal figures in front of me with a 2001 date.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, see, they all kind of came out around the time that the movies were released, so that's cool.
Of course, Jason has a go-to taxidermist.
Do you actually?
You know what? The funny thing is, I could pick up the phone right now and call a world-class taxidermist.
Why does that not surprise me for some reason? Not that I ever expected you to have that, but like the fact that random bit of knowledge is something that's floating around in your brain
I could actually call a lot now because we had a guy contact us who does his own taxidermy for ducks. And he's tied into that whole world. They want us to sell Acryl into it.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait, Acryl for taxidermy?
Yeah.
Wait, I don't get that. Why?
Hunting decoys and taxidermy. That's a big world.
Really?
Well, I say big. It's a small hobbyist world, but
I'm just trying to figure out what you would need the paint for. And for taxidermy
you gotta
specifically.
paint the stuff. You got to match it all back up. When things die, they don't stay the color they were when they were alive.
I guess that makes sense. I never would have thought of that about that before. Obviously, I've given taxidermy a whole lot of thought.
If you ever go see an open casket funeral, they have painted that person.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's definitely.
Probably not with Acryl, just saying.
Yeah, probably not with Acryl.
Oh, Jade, that makes me feel very strange. Jade said there's a place that will skin a loved one and make a leather jacket for you.
What?
I watched that movie. It puts the lotion.
I'm down.
It puts the lotion on the skin.
Yeah, I'm down.
Or a nice framed display piece so you can also look at their tattoos.
I'm down.
Is this
Jason,
can't
I'm in.
possibly be legal?
I love that you're just
This
like,
seems.
I'm in.
Yeah, I'm very uncomfortable by this, and I feel like I might have nightmares. Give Grandma that nice hot pink glow up. Please don't lick the person to see if it's Acryl.
Oh, no.
I don't think I like. If there's a signed contract, I don't like this. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. A little peek into our lives, folks. We heard she was less angry now that she's been painting.
Yep. We didn't ask what she was painting. Turns out her relatives.
Norman Bates was a taxidermist.
Jade, are you painting your relatives? Is that what I'm hearing over here? Would we be worried?
10 more. Did you get an Evo bag? Nice.
Woo!
Heck yeah.
Less angry. I'll check not to make a jacket of my skin, even though I have a back piece and both arms tattooed.
Can we flay a corpse and make a cloak for a robot? I have that model.
I had that model.
I have that model. Yeah, that was the model that was supposed to be protecting the young boy.
He
Oh, yeah.
did not protect the young
And
boy.
instead, we made him have a human flayed skin, and
Yeah.
we didn't even model the boy.
Awkwardish Panda, loading up my new Neo tomorrow for AC.
Nice.
Nice.
Excited to see all the bags there. Chris has got marching orders to get a lot of testimonials from people painting with their bags. If you've got your Go bag or Neo open, then we'll probably be all up in your face. How you like your bag?
consent.
You liking that bag? How's that bag?
With consent.
Bag's pretty cool, right?
Tell you haven't used your Evo yet? Present from the wife? A birthday present? Or just a day present? Tell me about your bag. What about if I bust out the OG bag?
Same thing.
Vintage.
We'll talk to all of you.
Paint at my dining room table. We needed to use it for St. Patrick's dinner. Took 3 minutes to clean up because Evo plus Mini.
Yeah, I traveled to Gamma with the Evo and the Mini. That's the first time I'd done that. I've done the Neo and Mini, but the Evo with Mini was even better. Too easy. Too easy to clean up. Although the Neo has the neat aspect to where the Mini kind of hinges around the side to where you have the Neo and the Mini locked together facing you, which is really cool.
Painting by the Hill. This will be my first Adepticon. Is there any must-know things about going? Come to the Monument Hobbies booth first if you want to get any new products.
That would be the only thing.
Yep.
If you're looking to get the new sets, come to our booth first. We typically manhandle the show floor day one.
We have some.
It is really funny, but it's so true.
We have some new paint sets that are being released exclusively at Adepticon first. They won't be available for the rest of the world until later in April or May. So that is the must know. And then from there,
Have a blast.
just
come with a good attitude and ready to have fun.
Yep.
Great place to meet new people. If you don't have a friend group you're showing up with originally, then you will meet tons of people that share interests.
Yeah. If you have any interest in taking classes or anything, there's a hobby lounge where after the events and stuff are actually, it's probably open all the time, right? You can go there anytime and paint.
I think they take the lamps away at like 3 a.m., but yeah, it's...
But I mean, like during the day.
Yeah.
Because it's not just at night. I always think like the only time I ever was able to see it is after the vendor hall closed.
Right.
But I assume it's open during the day too.
Yeah.
So take some paint minis. If you like doing any painting. Yeah, 10 more. It's great for that. We definitely have said that from the beginning, that if you don't have a dedicated hobby space, or if you need to be a little more portable in your home setup, the Evo is fantastic for that.
Yeah, a ton of people don't have a dedicated space. So the Evo, one of my big design needs for it when I was drawing it out the first time was to make sure it would work in the house, on the go.
Painting by the Hill, we also, in our Discord, I'm not sure if you're in our Discord yet. If not, I just posted the link. You should check it out for sure. There is a section in there for Adepticon. So you can, if you're planning on going, you can look at that section and see where people are meeting up, what kind of things are happening there. They take the lamps away? That wouldn't stop me.
No, because you got an Evo bag. You got your lamps in your bag.
Yeah, that's what Jay said. I have my own lights and power pack. I'm unstoppable.
Yep, there you go.
Vexing workshop, that's awesome. Got to go to my first mini painting meetup this past weekend. Colorado Mini Painting Alliance at a local monument dealer just a mile from my house.
Very
Nice.
cool.
Which one?
I think some of our very first FLGS partners were in Colorado.
Definitely. Got the
Total
Tim.
Escape Games, that's the one.
what total? Yeah, I was gonna say Tim from Total Escape came to Gamma. They're super active in the painting community. A ton of great painters at that shop. One of our first dealers ever.
Yep.
Great people.
Big Bobzilla will come bearing gifts of frankincense and myrrh. You have two other wise men.
I was gonna say
You can't do that alone.
Mustang Palmer does not count as one of the wise men.
More. I was watching some stream archives the other night. Found out about your texture trainers. Very cool. Was wondering if you guys would ever consider selling the STL for home printing.
No.
No.
Most likely not. We spend a ton on those for design, sculpt, and all that to make them unique, and then we keep them priced right to where I don't even know that having it for 3D printing saves you anything in the long run when you factor your time into it.
They are
Yeah, probably
definitely
not.
aggressively priced to be
They're $20.
very affordable.
We 3D print them here, so but we have had a lot of people say they'd love to print them out on their own, and we get it. The world has so many STLs available. It's just not our goal. We're a manufacturer, a physical product seller. Digital goods don't really make sense to us. Doesn't mean we wouldn't ever have STLs for sale that you could print out. We definitely have lots of cool ideas, probably more than we could ever use as physical goods, but the foreseeable future, we'll just be selling the hard copy versions.
Getting all this silver sorted out now. And I'm at the last stretches of getting all of the stuff base coated on these guys before I throw a wash on everything to finish it all up. It's amazing how quickly these things come together. Makes life super easy when you're trying to get everything done. Oh, only a couple more days, Jason. Only a few more days.
I don't need your help. I don't need your help on this.
It's 3:45.
Holy mackerel.
I know.
Contribution to helping you.
We already determined during launch that you're no help.
Oh, wow.
She actually made the decision, though, so. We always laugh at each other when trying to pick food. One of us will come up with a lot of ideas, and the other one will not have any clue out of the ideas. I'm guilty of always going, just pick one.
You know what's funny?
What do you want? Just pick one.
Very much the same way. Either I have an idea or I don't care at all.
And it's not that either one of us are worried about not making the other one happy. We literally, both of us just are like,
it's the hardest
whatever.
thing. That I keep seeing all of these like videos about that's like one of the hardest things about being an adult. Is like having to decide every day what to eat.
Yep.
And then there's one
It's rough.
on TikTok right now where it's this girl and she's like, those of you who say marriage is hard, tell me what's hard about it. And then people will stitch it and say, and there's one that's a guy going, figuring out what to eat every day is the hardest part.
Yeah. This is not simple stuff. These ideas, these decisions can't be made lightly.
They're also very important.
Big Bobzilla, but can you imagine if all we ate was popcorn? That would be terrible. The body can't handle that.
Or amazing.
Okay, you can try it, Jordan. And let
No,
us know how that works for
no,
you.
that's okay. I don't particularly care for popcorn, but you guys can give it a shot for us.
Yeah, you don't get to have an opinion if you say you don't care for
You
popcorn.
don't get to have an opinion.
You've been told.
Then you're
Popcorn
not
is
allowed
healthy,
to
it is corn. Read that again. You typed it. Go back and reread it.
You could hire an in-shop chef to decide for you? Oh, no.
Adding to my work. Now I have another person to put on payroll? I don't think so.
No. Not happening. Not doing that.
Source, are you asking about Jason's? Because he painted those, started those a long time ago. So long ago that I don't even have their name written on my board anymore.
Gorger
The
Mawpack.
Gorger Mawpack.
Yeah, I got lazy. I didn't do all the final details. I got a bunch of the stuff, done to the point where I was happy with them, and then just kind of left it alone. I got to revisit now.
Unpaid intern chef. We actually have an intern who's going to be starting. Maybe we can just make her cook for us.
Oh, did you talk to her?
Yes.
Is she starting?
Well, we don't have a set schedule because you guys are about to leave, but we're in progress.
That's really cool.
Using a little orange oxide, heavily thinned, like big old dollop of water from my number 6 brush, and then just kind of stipple it around.
General Ginkgo, that is impressive. General Ginkgo said that's why me and Mrs. Ginkgo sit down every 2 weeks and plan out dinners for the next few weeks.
Wow.
See, if I were responsible,
I don't need this kind of negativity in my life.
I don't need this kind of negative. This is all positive. That's a positive thing. Or is it just that it's creating negativity for you?
Empty nesting is awesome, but learning to spend your time changes when parenting is no longer your job.
We
Learning
just
how to
talked
spend your
about
time
that today.
changes when parenting is no longer your job. Makes for more time for hobbies, though, which is especially great. Yes. We never had a nest, so there's no emptiness.
Gosh, can you imagine Kyle if he were let alone to do whatever he wanted all the time? My goodness. Kyle.
Where'd that come
Rambunctious human
I
being.
swear
are
to
you
God,
here?
this
Do
guy
you hear
today.
this?
Whoever hired this guy needs to call a psychiatrist. Like, we had you fill out a psych test. Did you lie?
Plead the fifth.
I always get asked, and when I decide no one wants it, that's the worst, right? Like, oh, what should we eat? Oh, how about this? No.
That was yesterday. That was exciting yesterday.
What did you do yesterday?
We didn't do that yesterday, did we?
No, I'm just saying that. Oh my God, people.
I don't know.
Jason's having a hard time with us today.
I don't know.
It's all right, Jason. We'll be all right.
We went to Jordan. This is relevant to you. We
Yes.
went to Fate Brewing, which
Fate
is on 7th
Brewing.
Street. It's right around the corner from you.
Oh.
7th Street. It's by the Dutch Bros. Just north.
Oh,
on
just
7th.
north? Yeah, not quite to like
was actually
the
really good.
Starbucks. Oh, okay.
Food was really good.
It
Well,
was the kind of place where I would say you should go and check it out, but I'm not gonna have it like highly recommended in my book. I'm not gonna tell you gotta go.
it was good though.
The
Like, my
fritters
chicken
were
sandwich-
great.
The fritters were good. My chicken
I like
sandwich was really
fritters.
good.
Your chicken sandwich was good. My fish was not good.
Don't get the fish and chips.
Well, that's a bummer.
Yeah. Like if you can't
It
trust the
looked a
fish and
little-
chips, I
it
have a
looked
hard
little
time recommending the
floppy.
restaurant.
They were kind of falling apart.
Well, did it meet the test? The restaurant test?
What do you mean?
The
1,
like
2, and 3.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, 2 out of 3.
Yeah, well then that's fine. Wait,
Mine had all 3.
it's not fine.
Hers was
Mine
3
was
out
all
of 3.
3.
Oh.
Mine was not great eating it. It was not tasty.
Spitfire said, when I make a suggestion and they say no, it's no longer my responsibility.
This is also true, so I'm with you on that one. That makes sense.
The amount of buses driving by today?
Hmm?
Abe said the amount of buses driving past the building today has been surprising. There must be a detour or something because there's no bus route down 3rd Street.
Not
I
on
don't
3rd
think.
Street, there isn't.
Ooh, no, Dutch Bros.
Ugh. That's gross.
Oh, Jordan's been throwing people under him.
Buses?
Oh, I got it.
Now I get it.
Who was the last person I threw under the bus?
Damn it, there's a little skull peeking out right there. That's the first ground skull we've had.
Kyle.
Oh, wait, Kyle? What did I do? Just said the man would be rambunctious.
Break up. Google said if someone ever asks you if you would lie on a psych test, just look at them like an idiot that they are, then say to them in the most sarcastic way, never.
I love the look at them like the idiot they are.
Yeah.
I would never lie on a psych test.
All right, same thing. Big old brush load of water, a lot of yellow ochre. The squirrelier the brush, the better. You can tell. Terrain brush from a mile away.
I need to clean that for you.
No,
It wouldn't
Please
be a
don't.
terrain brush anymore.
I need these kind of brushes. You need to clean it.
She would enjoy
That's like a
so
Saturday
much.
Night Live skit, just from around every corner. You want me to clean that for you?
You need me to clean your brush?
The brush looks like it needs cleaning.
Yep. The brush looks like it needs cleaning.
Gabe just said when I was growing up, I would ask my mom what was for dinner, or I would ask what was for dinner, and my mom would say poison.
That does not surprise me that your mother would say that. Not at all.
Shannon, trying to kill the kids.
But only when she was making her favorite meal, and then because then it's more for her. They won't eat it because they think it's poison.
Shannon's got jokes. Accurate.
We'll be here tomorrow, Bob. We'll be here
Mhm.
through Wednesday.
Well, I will not be here Wednesday.
I'll be
Jason and I
solo
will
on
be
Wednesday.
here. I mean, I'll be here Wednesday.
I'm only talking about solo on the desk.
What if I wanted to paint that day?
Whoa.
It's been pretty clear that I can't.
Yeah, I'm just not talking anymore.
You just
This
can't
is-
win any right now.
Can't win
You
today.
can't
we
win
say
any
that
right now.
when I ask what's for dinner, she says food. We do that. We'll say what do you want for dinner, and then the other person will say good food.
Good food.
Good food.
Can I has good food, please?
Breakup Google said I'm assembling these Gorgers right now. I had this sudden urge to work on them last week, and this is the third place I see something about them this week. Talk about synchronicity.
There
That's
you go.
funny.
They're fun.
They're great models, man.
Hey, somebody likes us.
They're really, really good models.
Bueno Pixel, thank you for the follow.
Bueno Pixel. I like it.
Bob, I'm actually not excited to send them off. Because I'm mad that I can't go. So I'm gonna be bitter the whole time they're gone.
Jen's just gonna throw a whole bunch of parties while we're gone.
Yeah.
I might do that too.
She's like, man, all those nerds are gone. I guess we're just gonna all have parties, pizza parties, popcorn. We'll order in a popcorn machine.
That's how you know that that's not gonna happen.
That's false.
That's like the most false thing that you could ever say.
I mean, renting a popcorn machine is not a bad deal because then you don't have to deal with it.
It's like Jordan has never listened to anything that I've ever said about popcorn.
Kind
and
of.
popcorn machines.
What? That they're terrible to clean, which is true. That they make a mess and they make the whole place stink, which is also technically true. But that's fine. Only we're missing like 4 people, 5 people. It's not a big deal, right?
I mean, I'm still gonna be here to have to handle all that stuff, so absolutely no.
It's like, well, I'm gonna be here and I have to deal with all of that, so no.
Well, Philip, you do that, but you're not gonna be in the empanada place, so they probably won't be as good. We have a Grease 2 watch along stream on Friday. I mean, we're not gonna stream it, but we can all just push play at the same time.
Yeah, just hit play at the same time. Let it all go together.
Ghost Hunter, you can pretend all you want, but it exists and it's fantastic.
What's that?
Ghost Hunter just said there is no sequel to Grease. Big lie.
I have not seen that one or the first one.
Okay, not seeing the first one is a sin. Not seeing the second one almost saves you from not having seen the first one.
That's actually really funny.
Pay no attention to the woman in the corner who says it's the best movie ever. Even the Academy denies it was ever made.
It's got Michelle Pfeiffer in it and she sings. So
She good?
can't be bad.
It could be bad if she's bad at singing.
She's a good singer.
It's amazing at how many actors are actually fairly decent singers. I mean, a lot of them have to come up through theater and
Yeah, I was about to say. I have heard that actually. I don't remember where I heard that from, but I have actually heard that. You know who I'm not particularly impressed with as far as singing is concerned? What's his face?
you say me, you're fired.
No, I wasn't gonna say him. Hugh Jackman.
Did he sing in something?
He sings in a lot of stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's very well known for loving doing musicals and in theater and stuff like that.
Oh, odd.
So
This I did not know.
not a huge fan of those bases look sick.
Super simple.
I really like that.
It doesn't get any easier than this.
It's kind of that mushy autumn kind of.
Yeah, when you don't want to mess around with it too much, you just slap some
seriously.
terrain face down, and then go in and stipple a bunch of kind of organic colors on it.
Yeah, all you'd have to do is throw some tufts on there.
That's all I'm gonna do.
A little bit of flock.
I'm not even gonna paint the tufts.
Are you gonna put any fallen leaves or anything on the ground?
No.
I've got some. If you want to, it would look really good. I even have multiple colors. It would be super easy too.
I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know.
I'll bring them in just in case. Give you the option.
I hate the end of models.
Like the last bits?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I always love it.
I like when you're done with the last bits.
Ah, okay, there you go. Yeah.
But I don't like painting all the last bits. It's not fun. It's not what I want to be doing. It's like I've already finished them, but they're not.
I hate when I'm at the point on a model where it's I know I could make this look better, but it's gonna take me forever to get there.
Yeah, why? You're like, why?
Yeah.
What does this get me?
Yeah. I've gotten a lot better at just being it's good enough. We're done.
It doesn't get me anything. On the last bits of this night you've been working on for months, the finish line is so close you just want to be. That's exactly the way I feel, whether it's been a day, a week, or months. It's the same thing. It's like, I'm done. Break up Google's like, hey buddy, want to buy some leaves?
Hey buddy.
That was just brown wash, Gabe. Just brown. That was it. Brown and just a squirt of water to thin it out just a bit. Pierce Brosnan in Mamma Mia 2 and 3.
Not great.
He left the theater and waited in the car for the wife and daughter once he started singing. Oh, seriously? Oh, my God.
It's not good.
That's crazy.
It's not good.
Yeah, and the wash is really just to bring all the colors that I slapped on there together. Then we'll do another quick dry brush of a brighter color over the top to get the peak of all the details. And the combo of the wash and the dry brush will pull all the other colors together, right? Because the dry brush will be one color over the peak of the rocks across the whole base, except for like between their legs where the shadow would fall. And the wash, of course, acts as a blurring agent. So, and I just chose brown because earth tone. You could have used flesh if you wanted something, or black. You could have done whatever you wanted there. Easy peasy. I like that. Hey, buddy. Psst, want to buy some leaves?
I'm not going to sell them to him. I'm just going to let him use them.
Hey, do you guys have any guides on how to use your paints? Tons!
Oh, yeah. Lots. Lots and lots and lots.
Tons. Check out our YouTube. Somebody do ! YouTube in chat for Saber. Those last details are like Sleeve Island for knitters. Oh my god. Scale jail. Thank you, Nick Pie.
It's Chair Guy.
You know, that I don't know why that made me think this weekend. I finished 2 video games this weekend, and I have to admit, if you've never played these games, and I'm late to the party on both, but if you never played these 2 video games, you need to go out and buy both of them. They're amazing, and they're cheap on the sale right now on Steam. I think one of them is 99 cents, and the other one's like $1.99. You need to go get Limbo and Inside if you've never played them.
Are they by the same person?
By the same studio, yeah. Yeah.
Because they're very similar games, but
Yeah.
I didn't know they were made by the same person.
Yeah. I'm sure I'm like the last person on earth that has not played them. But
I found out the mystery of the person calling you uncle.
who?
It's William.
Okay. They never said.
Nope.
They just said Jason's my uncle. That could be 3 people.
Not descriptive enough.
But I gotta say, both of them are too short for as much fun as I was having. But that's a good thing, right? When you get to the end and you're really bummed, it's
Is
like,
that a good thing?
Huh?
Is that a good thing?
Well, I mean, it's not good in the fact that you really want them to go on. But,
Yeah.
I mean, for a combined total of like $3 that I spent on these games, yeah, that was a great thing.
That's true.
You know,
Yeah.
$3 and I got, I don't know, 9 hours of fun. One of them was probably 5 hours. The other one was probably 3.5 hours long.
That's a great amount of time to get out of that.
Yeah, for $3,
game.
come on.
Yeah.
It's awesome. You didn't get very far with Limbo, you should finish it. Yeah, you should finish it. It's incredible. And and Inside is even better in that Inside is less of the kind of what I would call, you know, glitch or like twitchy puzzler, right? Because like the end of Limbo gets a little bit arcadey, but it's still fun. But the puzzles get a little arcadey in your timing and stuff, you know, like making the jump at the right time and doing the thing and the combo and all of this. And they just, you know, I don't like puzzle games where it feels like you do one part of the puzzle and then you go and some trick gets you and you die and you start back and you have to redo the part you'd done right before and then work on the second part until you get it. And so you keep repeating the first part that you got right. And then you just keep stacking the parts you get right until you're done. Limbo gets a little bit like that, whereas Inside is not like that. Inside is individual puzzles with lots of hidden treats and just the most bizarre freaking story out in video games, I think. Limbo's pretty good as far as story goes. But Inside is incredible because Inside literally tells you nothing, has no voices, no nothing in it.
Wow.
It's silent, mood, music, environmental sounds the whole time. And at the end of it, you just stare at the screen for an hour going, WTF just happened? Breakup Go, yeah, Inside is fantastic. It's really good. It plays tremendous. On my first playthrough ever, I got like half of the secrets, so I have to go back and get the rest of the secrets because I want to get the alternate ending.
We'll have to check those out when I get back from our trip.
Yeah, they're really good.
Probably play them on the plane.
On what?
I think they're on mobile. I think,
Limbo is for sure on your
I think,
phone.
yeah,
I don't know about
actually,
Inside.
Limbo is on mobile. It's a very short game.
Saber, it's Legions
What tank is not?
Imperialis.
That's the Baneblades for Legions Imperialis.
Yep.
What he's painting right now. But he also has like the Inferno. He has all of
so
the
I got
Malkador.
I forget what this one's called, but this is a Malkador. This is the Infernus Malkador.
Wait, so just saying Legions Imperialis isn't enough? I have to learn
And
more?
then a regular one.
You have to... No,
I
you
thought
say
I
those are
got
tanks
it.
for Legions Imperialis.
They are
Okay.
tanks
Yeah.
for Legion. Yeah.
Yeah. If they say what tanks, then you're screwed.
Oh.
Correct.
That's a
Well,
Baneblade.
so
You'll
that
never know
question,
because
what
it's like
tank's that?
it's like, what is this, honey?
That's a Star Trek thing.
Yeah,
Right? Yep.
exactly.
It's the it's the Millennium Falcon.
It's a Millennium
The
Falcon. yes.
Millennium Falcon. Oh gosh. I would have.
That's perfect, by the way.
It's the Starship Enterprise.
It would have been amazing if she had gotten exactly what it was too. She's been like, "Of course I know what that is, Jason. It's
They'd
blah
be
blah blah
like,
blah blah blah."
Who stole Jen?
I was like,
Replaced her
"Who
with
are
this
you? And what are you?
imposter.
What have you done with Jen?"
That's an NCC 1900 series dreadnought, Jason.
Jeez.
Jeez.
Ask me a real question.
That would be amazing. Like when we're gone to AdeptiCon, she just studies nerd shit the whole time.
Yeah.
We come back and she's like an encyclopedia day nerd.
Oh, I wish I could. That would be cool.
I mean,
You might
could.
need to get it now, although they have a full set. So with Legions Imperialis, they've started doing like battalion boxes for the various armies,
Oh,
but
yeah,
you
that's-
buy all of these as squads. So you get like 2 Baneblades.
Yeah, you can buy the Baneblade box separately. The new Malkador box came out like a week or two ago, which is where you get the fancy Malkadors. This one and this one, and they come with 2 each. So you get 2 of each of these.
For like way too much money.
That's like $50.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of 2 little tanks for $50.
Yeah.
1 Thunderhawk for $50.
I like the Baneblades much better with the main barrel painted silver.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What did you do
Versus-
before? Had it
versus
colored?
this.
Oh yeah. No, silver is much better.
Yeah. Especially with the color palette that I have on them.
Jen became spiritually enlightened by nerddom.
Could happen.
Inquisitor level blasphemy. I got all the decals for him. I need to try to put decals on that thing.
Let me know when you want me to bring the stuff in. Because I got the
Well,
fixer.
just bring it in. Why do I have to just bring it in?
Okay.
50 is pushing. You buy a whole set for 75 or up, no problem. Yeah, I'm always confused with GW's epic scale pricing. It's
pretty terrible. To be honest.
This was $50, right? For this whole warband with all the stuff that goes with them and all of that. And to tell me that 2 tanks is worth that is nah. It doesn't even give you the playability in game of 5 dudes in Warcry. It's just not even a thing.
I mean, that's a
And
whole
you would
game.
think with that whole game being on the hey, we hope people play it, that they wouldn't just price it out of. It feels very old world, Forge world, like, you know,
Yes.
the only people that played Horus Heresy were rich people because that's the only people that when it was all
Can
Forge
afford
world,
it. Yeah.
right? And they've priced it as if it's all Forge world, and it's not.
Yep.
So
It's definitely expensive. That's for sure.
so you've decided you're going to get it. The starter box is great. I wish that the starter box was factioned.
Yes.
Like there was a starter box of
For
that
each?
quality and that pricing that was for Solar Auxilia,
Yeah.
Space Marines, you know,
Yeah, it would have
maybe
been
Chaos.
cool. Even if it just came with exactly what's in that box, just doubled,
Double of it.
would have been perfect.
Because you didn't even get the box quantities of those things that were in
Correct.
there. Yeah.
Basically, you double the box, drop 2 of the Warlords out, or not Warlords,
Warhounds.
Warhounds, and then I mean, you could even put like some Knights in there would be cool, or you could even put like, I don't know, another box of tanks or something in there. Like, there's a lot of options that they have, and they didn't really do a whole lot.
Yeah, it's a shame that they didn't do them faction like box. Maybe there will be, you know. But I feel like the way you should get people involved in the game, the 2-player starter box is a great idea at small points level, but they should also have, you know, I mean, look what they've done with Old World. You buy the Bretonian box, you buy the
Yeah, which is great.
Tomb King
Well,
box.
I think it was really smart, and the nice thing is,
You didn't get
those-
a 2-player box set.
right. Well, and those boxes are like a 1,500 point army.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is, I bought the Tomb Kings one. All that stuff that came in the box, I don't really need any more of.
Oh, that's good. Just
Like,
add other
I have
units
enough
to it.
skeletons. I have enough skeleton archers. Like, I got all the stuff that I need out of that box. So I just can buy all the cool extra stuff that adds on, which is great.
Saber, if you don't play and you're just looking for stuff to paint, go on eBay. People do box breaks
You can
Yeah.
buy one Bane blade for like $25. So you can cut the pain a little bit.
Yeah, these are really cool though.
That's how I bought a lot of mine. I got 3D printed stuff, and I bought like just the amount of Sicarans and Predators that I needed off of box breaks from eBay. You're safe from starting new games, Tell. Your money's going to stockpile diapers. With the way GW is running themselves, it'll probably get bought out sooner than later. That's a big buyout. I don't know who would do it, right? Because you have, I mean, yes, I agree. I think that they are probably a prop, but they're already publicly traded, right? So a buyout is, I don't know what it does. The people that owned, as private ownership who cashed out has already long ago happened, right? I mean, I'm sure there's still some of the original players that just own a lot of shares in GW, but they probably have already cashed out. So a sale would be odd right now. I can't think of anybody in the toy business that's doing well enough to buy them.
Yeah, Hasbro's not doing great.
Tons of people laying people off. It's a weird time.
It is a really weird time. You're not wrong.
There are some big conglomerates and stuff buying them, but even that big conglomerate that bought Asmodee is having a lot of troubles laying off tons of people in the video game world.
Yep.
They start with an E. I never remember what their name is.
I don't remember. What it is.
Embracer Group. Yeah, Embracer. Embracer Group's having a big tough time. Well, I don't know if they're having a tough time. They're laying a bunch of people off, so they might be right sizing to, be more profitable, but you're still trying to find out how they stay in business when they never have anything in stock. Well, that's just never anything you want.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff in stock. I do think it's absolutely crazy that like the Horus Heresy or the Imperial stuff has been so hard to get.
Yeah, I think Embracer kind of just bought up everything they could, thinking they'd own the world. And now they're having to right size a whole bunch of branches of their business. But that's it for us, guys. It's 4:15, well, 4:14. So it is time for us to go the way of the buffalo.
Go the way of the buffalo.
Yeah, but we'll return tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
And there's still buffalo, and technically they were bison. So.
Okay. Fair enough.
Thank you guys and gals so much for hanging out with us. If you're new here, please hit the follow button. Doesn't cost you anything. It's a lot of fun. You get to hang out with us more. And remember, we stream 5 days a week, so Monday through Friday, 2 to 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Just always look up what time it is in Arizona. You'll know. It's 2 o'clock. Come here. We'd love to see you back. Make sure to check out all the links Jen just put up in chat there. The YouTube and the Discord being the big social places, and the other two being the place where you can find stores that carry all of our awesome products, all the wonderful paint that you've seen us create these amazing things with. And don't forget, if you're going to AdeptiCon, which is this week for crying out loud, you'll be able to pick up the 18 new colors there at the show. So we hope to see you. For those of you that can't make it to AdeptiCon, don't worry. The new colors will be available later in April, worldwide release. They're normal parts of the line. It'll be fantastic. Thanks for hanging out with us so much. Stick around for those of you in YouTube. You might want to join us on Twitch for the raid we're going to do. We're going to join somebody else on Twitch for some more painting and hobby goodness. And good to see you. Remember, we will be streaming today, tomorrow, and I'll be here Wednesday with Jen. But Jordan will be out to AdeptiCon, and then Thursday, Friday, no stream, and Monday, no stream. Because we will be out at AdeptiCon. So hope we will catch up with you after then. But join us on the Discord, hang out for all the good news, and we will catch you mañana. We're out of here, guys.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.